Today is Thursday, May the 5th. So you can see there's still some snow where it was deeper. There's some balsam tops blown down from obviously a stronger wind here that came through at some point. And again, that's just another reason to take down these balsams that are dead and dying. A lot of the snow is gone, but there's still sections that have snow left. I brought Diddy up with this time too. Steven's got some lacrosse games going on, so I thought probably just bring the dog up here and he can hang out with us for the next couple days. It looks like the edge is starting to open up a little bit, and we're supposed to have some nice weather the next couple days in the 60s up here, maybe close to 70, so it can go fast. There must have been a power outage here at some point, because I think it's just a little before 2 and the clock on the stove says 4:37, so I can usually tell when there's been a disruption of electricity. By what the time says on the stove. Okay, we got the snow blower in the corner there. The mower, which we'll use at some point this spring or summer. The plow on the side here, so I can still get that bike in here if I need to. And then we got the grill here, which I'll probably turn that, spin that a little bit too. And yeah, we're getting things organized from winter to summer mode, I guess. So this stuff was cut and split, I guess, last spring, so not quite a year ago. And so it'll have a year, well, it'll have about 18 months of drying before we burn it. So it should be pretty good shape. I'll probably put at least one more row in here, possibly two. I guess we'll see. I got a bunch of splitting to do, obviously, this spring from that wood pile that's over there. So all these pine logs that are stacked here are the ones that came out of this section where I built this door. So I will cut those and split that. I don't know, maybe kindling size, since it's well, what, 1979 when those were cut from the plantation. So they should be pretty dry. And then I'll have to I have this section then to work at filling up. I pulled some out of there, last winter, I guess, after I took this section out. There's probably enough over by the wood yard in that rack there to fill this section. So we'll be in good shape for the next few winters anyway. So here's that pallet that had wood, a couple rows of wood stacked on it. And then here's a rack. You can see it's already split pretty good. So this nice warm weather and breeze is drying it out pretty good. And even in the winter, When the humidity is low, it'll pull moisture out of the wood too. I mean, obviously it doesn't dry as well as this time of year or in the summer, but it still gets a lot of it dried out in the winter. And then I have these rounds here. I tried the axe, and it, I got the one split, and then I hit a branch knot, and I thought, well, we'll just wait till I get my wood splitter back here. It's at the neighbors. They wanted to borrow it, so it's in their woodshed, and it was for the winter. And then I have all of this maple here that's cut. So there's probably, I would say close to 3 cords there. So I'm gonna, empty this rack over here. I'm gonna thin out some of these balsams in here, and work at getting, next winter's supply split up and drying over this summer and fall and winter. Never a lack of things to do here at the Living North cabin. I just pace myself a little more now since I'm a little older. I can't quite go as hard and as long as I used to do, but I'll just keep going. Well, got those down. Those little ones are hard to, fell because there's not much diameter. So when you put a notch in there, there's really not a whole lot of weight. That's why I was pushing those so much. When they're a little thicker, you can get a wedge in there or whatever. Some of the bigger ones that need to come down, I will probably, hook a come along with a strap, put some pressure on them for the way you want them to fall. But these ones are pretty small, so they push over okay, I guess. Man, it's really going to change the looks of things, but it's got to be done with as bad as these balsam are diseased. There's a couple more dead ones back there that I might take down, but I think I'll work at cleaning these ones up now. So here's what the center of that balsam, which was dead. This wood is quite light, and you can see this heartwood is rotted out. That's why it busted at the top, because there was no nutrients, moisture, anything getting up there. So it would only be a matter of time before the rest of this would fall down. So I got that one cleaned up. Got the tops piled over there. That'll go in the trailer eventually and get hauled to the Forest Service site for burning in the fall or winter. Well, I got a bunch of the trees bucked up and the brush piled here. I still got some over there, but I ran out of gas in the chainsaw, and I'm kind of running out of gas in me, so I think it's time for a break here pretty quick and get hydrated again. And I don't know if I'll do more chainsaw work today. I haven't done it since last fall, so I guess I need to kind of gently work my way back into using chainsaw muscles. I'm just looking at the SD card here at the cabin, and on April 26th there was a skunk that walked through the driveway heading out towards the highway. Not often we see skunks around, but I was talking to the neighbors, and they've had them down by their place now the last few days. On April 14th, well, just after noonish, this gorgeous red fox come down the driveway. I got the splitter back last night. My neighbors had it stored in their shed. I borrowed it to them last fall to split some wood down by their place, and actually they never got to it, I guess. So anyway, I brought it home last night, and I'm gonna fire it up and split a little bit of that bigger balsam that's gonna go back to town for my neighbor and that. So I figured some of that stuff is too big for them to handle and stuff, so I'll get some of that done here before I head into town tomorrow. Well, I got all that balsam split up, at least the bigger stuff, and it took about 20 minutes, I guess. So anyway, I gotta get a few more pieces, and I might as well make a trailer load out of it. I've got some pine and stuff over there. I'll throw a few pieces of that on there. I thought I'd give you a view of the lake now this morning, which is Saturday. You can see it's getting black ice on it, so I don't think it'll be but maybe 2-3 more days and it'll start really opening up. So I suspect if people are coming up, I know Joe and his dad are planning on coming up for fishing opener next weekend. So I think it'll probably be open by the looks of things. Today's supposed to be in the 60s, and it's a little bit breezy now. And then I think tomorrow and the next few days supposed to be some rain. So if this black ice gets spongy, it'll start going pretty fast. So my neighbors, Kathy and Michael, the folks that I bring the firewood to, made me this little placard, kind of for Christmas type of gift and that, with my name on it, and then they used the bottle caps to make the floral design and so forth. So I thought it would be fitting to bring it up here, since this is where I do a lot of cutting of the wood and stuff for them. So I'm going to put this over the shed there, and I need to drill a couple of holes in here first and then be able to put the screws in so that I can fasten it to the siding of the shed. So that's what I'm going to do now, put a couple screw holes in there, and then we'll get it installed. there's enough overhang on that eave, so it should stay dry from rain and everything. So, yeah, looks nice there. Thank you to Kathy and Michael. Well, we're getting packed up and ready to head back into town. We had a nice warm 3 days, got a lot of chores done, still a ton of stuff to do, especially cut down these balsams and that, but it was awful nice being here with the nice weather and all the signs of spring with woodpeckers banging on trees and pileateds calling and geese down in the beaver pond and swans out here and ducks and yeah, no spring peepers or frogs yet, but I imagine that'll be coming soon. No bugs yet, which is also a good thing. So I'm not quite sure when I'll be up here next, but hopefully within the next couple of weeks to get a couple more days in up here. I've got a few other trips planned for different events that I have to go to, grad parties, that sort of stuff. So I may not get here as much as I hope, but we'll try. So anyway, with Diddy here and Kira, we thank you for watching this video and others on the Living North channel, and appreciate all of you who visit our channel and view us and send us comments and that. We read them all, and I try and answer them all if possible. And like I say, if you let your friends know about our channel, we would appreciate it. So thank you much for watching, and hopefully we'll see you on the next video from the Living North cabin.